Let's take this case study to understand discounted payback period. We have project X with an initial investment of 10,100,000. Its cash flows for 5 years or 300,000, 360, 300,000, 264 and 240,000. We have to determine discounted payback period assuming a discount rate of 10% per annum. Whenever you have differential cash flows, you have to develop a table to find out the cumulative present value of cash flows. Okay, so how this table is going to be, I'll show you, and you would require a calculator. So let me also take my calculator and we'll see how it goes. First year, your first column should be year 1. Then second column should be cash flows. What is the cash flow in year 1? It's 300,000. Then this cash flow got to be discounted at the cost of capital, which is 10%. So discount factor at 10%, and the formula is 1 divided by 1 plus I to the power n. So 1 divided by 1 plus 0.10 to the power n, in this case n is 1, is going to be 0.909. Then we have to multiply these two and find out the present value. So 300,000 multiplied by 0.909 gives you 272700. Then we need a column for cumulative present value. Cumulative present value is nothing but the current present value plus present value up to previous years. Since we don't have previous year, this cumulative present value will be the same, that is 272700. Okay, now this is for year 1. Now up to year 1, in terms of present value, what was recovered is 272700, whereas the gross cash inflow is 300,000. Now moving on to year 2, what is the cash inflow? It is 360,000. Now discount factor at 10% for year 2, that is 1 divided by 1.1 to the power 2, we get 0.826. So 0.826. Now 0.826 multiplied by 360,000, it is 297,360. It is 297,360. Now we have to find cumulative present value, which is nothing but cumulative present value up to previous years plus present value of the current year. It is cumulative present value up to previous year plus present value of the current year. So if we add both, that is 297,360 plus 272700, what we get is 570060. So up to year 2, what was recovered is 570060, but our focus is recovering 10,100,000. Then moving on to year 3, what is the cash flow? Year 3 cash flow is 300,000. Now discount factor for year 3, that is 1 divided by 1.1 to the power 3, what we get is 0.751. So this 0.751 multiplied by 300,000 will give us 225300. Then what we should do? 225300 plus 570060. That got to be added. That is the cumulative present value up to previous year. So plus 570060. What we get is 795,360. 795,360. Then comes year 4. Year 4, what is the cash flow? 264,000. 264,000. Your discount factor at 10% up to 4. That is 1 divided by 1.1 to the power 4. You get 0.683. 0.683 multiplied by 264,000. 264,000 multiplied by 0.683, what we get is 180,312. It is 180,312. So 180,312 plus cumulative PV, that is up to previous year, which is 795,360. What we get is 975,672. Now please listen, up to year 4, the cumulative PV that is recovered is 975,672. Whereas our investment is 10,100,000. So between year 4 and 5, the recovery that is required is only the difference between this and 10,100,000. Okay, but let's see what is the actual recovery in year 5. In year 5, the cash flow is 240,000. 240,000, and discount factor is 1 divided by 1.1 to the power 5. So we get 0.621. So 0.621 multiplied by 24,000, we get 149,040. Now this got to be added with the cumulative PV. Cumulative PV 975,672 plus 149,040. What we get is 11,24,712. So if you notice in the fifth year, you have crossed 10,100,000. The amount invested is 10,100,000. The cumulative PV position is 11,24,712. It means you have crossed. It means between year 4 and 5, the payback is happening. Your entire amount is recovered between year 4 and 5. It means up to year 4 you have recovered 975,672. The balance is recovered between year 4 and 5. So what we should do? We should find out how much should be recovered first of all between year 4 and 5, because we know what is the recovery up to year 4. So we'll capture that. Item A, PV recovered up to year 4. PV recovered up to year 4 is equal to, what is the amount? We know it is 975,672. It is 975,672. Then PV to be recovered between year 4 and 5, we'll have that PV to be recovered between year 4 and 5. And how do we find? It's simple. 10,100,000, that is 10 lakhs minus 975,672. This is what we are supposed to recover between year 4 and 5 to find out the payback period. So it is 10,100,000 minus 975,672. It is 24,328. So this is what we have to recover between year 4 and 5 to find out the payback period. But what is the actual PV recovery? Actual PV recovery between year 4 and 5. Let's go and check. Actual PV recovery between year 4 and 5. Please be careful. You have to take this, not this one. Many students will go and pick up this number. No, that's cash flow. The PV recovery, actual PV recovery between year 4 and 5, or say for year 5 is 149,040. So let's capture. It is 149,040. 149,040. Now we have to appreciate one point. This 149,040 is recovered between year 4 and 5 for a period of 12 months. We are concerned about the time that is taken for recovering this 24,328. So by doing some kind of cross multiplication, we can find it easily. How? Let me put it here. This 149,040 is recovered over a period of 12 months. What is the time period required for recovering 24,328? What is the time period? We have to simply do this cross multiplication. That is 24,328 multiplied by 12 divided by 149,040. Okay, so let me capture that here. Time period for recovery of item number B. This is item number B. And how we can make it as a formula? If you want, we can make it as a formula. This 24,328 is nothing but B, right? So it is B multiplied by, what we did, B multiplied by 12. B multiplied by 12 divided by, what is this 149,040? It is item number C, actual recovery, right? It is actual recovery between year 4 and 5, which is 149,040. So B multiplied by 12 divided by C would give us what is D. So what is B? It is 24,328 multiplied by 12 divided by 149,040. It is 1.96. So I can express this in months. 1.96 months. Now if you are very particular that this should be completely expressed in period, then that is also possible. We can say this 1.96 as 1 month, and this 0.96 month can be converted into days by multiplying with 30. That is 0.96 into 30 is going to be 28.8, so we can say 29 days. So 1 month, 29 days is the time period for recovering what? Is the time period for recovering 24328. Already over a period of 4 years, how much have been recovered? 975,672. So now we can say the discounted payback period is this 4 years and this 1 month and 29 days. So let's put it here. The discounted payback period. Discounted payback period is nothing but 4 years, 1 month and 29 days. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If you wish to learn more on this topic, do check our comprehensive online course. I have given the link in the description below. If you like this video lecture, do not forget to click on that like, share and subscribe button with bell icon.